The head of the Chechen Republic, pro-Putin Ramzan Kadyrov, called out to knock down the main Ukrainian Nazi. Kadyrov promised to pay the bounty to the one who brings him the head of Stepan Bandera. The leader of Chechnya also promised that his soldiers would soon find and kill Bandera themselves. There's only one problem. Bandera was killed in October 1959 by the Soviet KGB agent. Stepan Bandera is one of the main figures of Ukrainian resistance to the Soviets. He legally recognized by the Ukrainian parliament as the fighter for independence of Ukraine. So it is not surprising that Russian propaganda widely uses the personality of Bandera. They just still do not study history lessons. So-called denazification, as Putin says, was one of the reasons why Russia started the war against Ukraine. But now they know more so-called nationalists, not only Bandera. Breaking news, urgent and awful news. Former leader of the right sector Yarosh was appointed the advisor to Zaluzhny, the commander-in-chief of armed forces of Ukraine. This is the Kremlin propagandist Skabeyeva. She talks about another fear of Russian invaders, Dmitro Yarosh. Yarosh is the follower of Stepan Bandera and the founder of the right sector movement. He was the head of the movement in 2014-2015 when the first invasion in Ukraine happened. Afterwards, he became the commander of the Ukrainian volunteer army. Russian propaganda instantly started to demonize him and create dozens of false stories, such as business card of Yarosh. It is one of the most famous fakes that appeared on Russian TV. The news about the shooting in Donetsk region were accompanied by the note that the business card of Dmitro Yarosh was found there as proof of right sector involvement. Since then, it became the Ukrainian symbol of involvement of armed forces, special services, organizations of Ukraine in specific events. Russians even scared the kids in kindergartens with Yarosh, and poorly educated Kadyrov started hunting him also, via social media, of course. He has to formally apologize and to surrender to justice, otherwise we find him where he is. We need him now alive, we don't care about him when he's dead. Another symbol of resistance and great fear for Russian occupiers. Russian propaganda calls the Azov unit fighters and other neo-Nazis in Ukraine. This unit has been severely fighting against Russian occupation since 2014, when together with the armed forces of Ukraine they recaptured the maritime city of Mariupol from Russians. Today, during the Russian invasion, they are also fighting for the city on the coast of the Sea of Azov. Currently, the city is surrounded by Russian army that continue to shell and bomb the residential districts. Thousands of civilians are killed by Russian bombs and rockets as revenge for not being able to confront Ukrainian army. In the beginning of March, the Russian soldiers bombed the maternity hospital in Mariupol. The images of the wounded women being carried out from the destroyed building have spread around the world. But in Russia, they say that hit the hospital because allegedly Azov fighters were there. In this maternity hospital, we said this at the Security Council on March 7. There are no women, no children, no staff. It was occupied by the Azov battalion fighters together with other radicals who set up a stronghold there. But Russia is not just afraid of what they call Ukrainian nationalists. Russians are afraid of even ordinary Ukrainians. For example, back in 2017, the Russian media Echo of Moscow launched a poll. The question was, what nationality are you afraid to meet in the dark? And every other person wrote Ukrainians.